Good afternoon, this is David with Sacramento Picks It Up, standing in Arcade Creek in Del Paso Regional Park and looking upstream towards Auburn Boulevard. It's a nice beautiful section of the creek that volunteers have cleaned. It's just gorgeous, spotless. And I came back today to dig a tent out that we tried to dig out a couple times before and basically run out of energy. As you've seen, may have noticed from some of our other videos, these things can sometimes go down 3-4 feet, and unfortunately this one did. So this is what I pulled out today after about an hour of digging, which makes it probably 2.5 hours of digging total. And look how deep this hole was. It went down deeper than the spade of my shovel. After I pulled the last section out, some of the walls collapsed. So the tent was down probably 4.5 feet. Obviously the hole now is only about 3, but the tent was deeper when I finally pulled it out. So, and what's even more shocking than how deep that tent was and how much earth had to be moved to get down to it is what else was in the hole around the tent, which is just some really terrible stuff like this plastic landscape fabric that I think they use with sod. There's some textiles, plastics, Boston baked beans package, more parts, little parts of the tent, a golf ball, plastic straw, electrical connector, planters, peanuts. I don't know what this is. Some type of, maybe a thermometer or something. Old Macy's card that expired in 2017. A sign. This is happy, thank you something. This was that was down about 3.5 feet deep. More plastics and glass. So all of this was in the same hole with the tent, which was barely sticking out when we discovered it about a month ago. So it's out. It's a lot of work. So this is David again, back the next day, because as I was filling in the hole yesterday, I discovered another tent. So I couldn't dig it out yesterday, so I brought my come along and gonna see what I can do. Also, I've pulled out a whole lot more plastic and debris as I was filling the hole yesterday, and I'll show you. So another hour, 90 minutes. This is how far I had to go down to get the rest of the tent, and it turns out that what I dug out yesterday initially, which I videoed, was that I thought I was finished, and then I saw a little more piece of tent, which I figured was probably a tarp or a new tent. Well, this is what I ended up getting out after all of this stuff, which I only got to because there was a small piece of tent left. It looks like all of this is one tent, one trash hole. So we've collectively spent probably 10 or 12 hours in this one spot. This is where we pulled out a big garbage tote with Roland and Lisa and some other people last month. So this is what was left behind that we couldn't get out that day. So all this stuff buried in the bottom of the creek, and it's all out now. So it's a good thing. Thanks. And I'll share a video with the covered up hole in a minute. David here, final video from Arcade Creek. Yesterday's haul, more of yesterday's haul plus today's haul. Lots of crap, big tent, lots of plastic, and the massive hole that was required is all filled in and restored. Looks beautiful again. So I'm gonna bag all this up and call it a day.